5 Facts about Point Nemo, the farthest point on Earth. Have you ever heard the name Point Nemo? Point Nemo is a part of one of the oceans on Earth. What's unique is that Point Nemo has many mysterious aspects that make many people always curious. Many people often wonder whether Point Nemo really has life or whether there are many mysterious things in it. Take a look at the following facts to get to know more about the existence of Point Nemo. 1. Point Nemo is located in the Pacific Ocean. Point Nemo is actually not an island or land, but is just a point located in the Pacific Ocean. This area is very protected compared to all points on Earth, because it is far from everywhere. Reported by the National Ocean Service, the location of Point Nemo is located around 2,688 kilometers from the nearest mainland, namely Ducie Island, part of the Pitcairn Islands in the north. It is not surprising that Point Nemo is the farthest point from various land areas on Earth. 2. Point Nemo is closer to the space station. The distance from Point Nemo to various lands on Earth is very far, even the closest one can reach 2,688 kilometers. Instead of being close to Earth's mainland, Point Nemo is actually much closer to the space station if measured in terms of distance alone. Reported by Reuters, the distance from Point Nemo to the space station is 400 kilometers above it. That's why the most ideal way if you want to access Point Nemo is not to use a ship, but instead to fly with a spaceship above it later. 3. There is no life at Point Nemo. As the furthest point on Earth, perhaps many people are curious about whether there really is life at Point Nemo or vice versa. It seems that this is difficult to predict because the location of Point Nemo is far away and difficult to access. Reported by CNN, Point Nemo is actually just the safest area, which is the fallout zone for old debris from all space projects. Additionally, Point Nemo is outside the jurisdiction of any state and is devoid of human life, although it is not free from traces of human impacts such as trash, for example. 4. Point Nemo has an area of 37 million square kilometers. Many people are still confused about recognizing Point Nemo, because the area is very remote. There is nothing that can be found at Point Nemo apart from the very wide sea in the Pacific Ocean, although perhaps not many people know how big Point Nemo actually is. Reported by Ponant, Point Nemo is located in the South Pacific Ocean and has an area of around 37 million square kilometers. The depth at Point Nemo is estimated to be around 2,000 meters, and the first ship to successfully sail to Point Nemo was the Spanish research vessel Hesperides in 1999. 5. Point Nemo has extreme pressure. It's natural that Point Nemo is called the farthest and most isolated point on Earth, because the area is difficult to access. Apart from that, Point Nemo cannot support life easily, because its resources are very limited or even almost non-existent. Reported by History Defined, the extreme pressure from the deep sea and cold temperatures at Point Nemo make it uninhabitable for most forms of life. In fact, there are no fish or other marine life in the area, what with the lack of sunlight and nutrients making it difficult for species to survive. Point Nemo in the Pacific Ocean has succeeded in making many people curious. This is supported by the many mysterious aspects that Point Nemo has. The distance is even closer to the space station.